It's hard enough to turn down ice cream. Now there's no excuse. It isn't bad for you. Luigi Barroso is whipping up a creamy delight entirely organic.
Many people discover something that they never ever experienced in their lives.
The recipe inherited from generations of Italian ice cream makers.
I wasn't even born, my dad wasn't even born, my granddad wasn't born, probably 200 years. So when everything was organic. So I didn't change anything.
Luigi has been selling his mouth-watering dessert in Germany for the last 15 years, but decided to open shop on the coast using local produce, all organically grown. The good news is it's 95% fat-free and got plenty of taste. But if you're looking for something a little more adventurous, there's always the spaghetti ice cream. Add the sauce, strawberry of course. Don't forget the Parmesan cheese for that nutty flavour. And you've got spaghetti bolognese, a European favourite. Luigi's tubs of creamy bliss sell for around $10. But if you want to learn the secret of ice cream making, he hopes to open an ice cream school in the near future. Simone Hetherington, Win News.
Culture has been enriched a lot by the Italians, and now the Italian influence is coming into play in an area we may have considered our own, ice cream. And while you may have heard of Italian gelati, Doug Murray's met a man on the Sunshine Coast who's taking those strong flavours to a new plane.
Who didn't know 35 years ago what was pizza or cappuccino?
Luigi Barroso wants to Italianise our taste buds with his traditional ice creams, made the old-fashioned way with equipment he's rescued from the scrap heap, because he reckons it does the job better than newfangled ways that save time at the expense of flavour and texture. It seems to be working, going by the enthusiasm of some of our most discerning judges. When Luigi's special iced confection first appeared at selected outlets on the Sunshine Coast, the reaction was amazing, not just because of his generous policy of free samples. The secret of success can be traced back in family history. Attilio, an ice cream making legend, had no direct descendant willing to carry on the tradition. So he adopted nephew Luigi.
That's something that you got in your blood, in your heart. You can't give up it. It's being born with you, it'll die with you.
Luigi was entrusted with the family's secrets, though at first he didn't fully appreciate the gesture.
Whenever I make my ice cream, every time I make ice cream, I think to Attilio, and the way he used to teach me, said, it's never good enough. It's never good enough. Think about if you're eating something the way you would like to be.
Good advice Luigi never forgot. He opened ice cream parlours in nearby Germany and did well.
In Germany, there's a more different culture about ice cream, whereas for us, for Italian, for Australian, for many other nations like Spain and French, ice cream is more leisure. Whereas for Germany, it's something, food. It's a basic food. So when I opened my shop at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning, if it was a good day, I had plenty of people having breakfast with my ice cream.
When Luigi migrated to Australia, he was amazed at the high cream content of our local product. So fatty, the delicate flavours were overpowered.
I don't use any cream at all. I balance all the ingredients I put in my ice cream. First of all, because I think cream is just a ballast. You don't use it, you put on your weight with it.
Setting up at Kunda Park on the Sunshine Coast, Luigi concentrated on quality certified organic ingredients with no preservatives or artificial flavourings, even down to roasting the flavoursome hazelnuts. Wife Carla is Luigi's greatest fan, or perhaps second in line behind baby Emma, who seems to endorse Dad's product with such gusto. Perhaps there's a likely next generation to carry on the tradition.
We hope so. The new generation loves ice cream a lot, especially chocolate.
It's difficult to imagine anything more Italian than a gelato maker called Luigi, except perhaps an Italian ice cream in the shape of spaghetti?
Making spaghetti ice cream is just one trick to Luigi's marketing pitch, though he reckons his product needs no catchy gimmicks. The proof is in the tasting.
Oh, that's my special vanilla. It's completely natural. And, oh, that's the hazelnut. Oh, it's even better. I roast my own hazelnut to put in there. It's my own creation. And, oh, you can miss that. It's mango. It's typical Queenslander.
Luigi keeps coming up with new flavours. This could be the start of an Italian love affair.
That's chocolate and hazelnut, roast hazelnut. This is my creation for you.
Bellissimo.
Yes.
Yes, Doug Murray enjoying the job as usual. We'll take a quick break. When we